Another Death Row production. Mike Tyson, next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host, Risky. We made it to the weekend. Happy Saturday to all. It is April 18th. Looking back at yesterday, oh my god, that Pirates-Rays game. That game aggravated the crap out of me. We should have had that. The Rays left so many runners on base. They should have at least had 5 runs themselves. Overall, I am so pissed off of that game. It should have hit though. I'm not mad. It wasn't a bad read. The Tigers was the other bad loss on our part. But you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We have a full slate of baseball here on tap today, guys. Also, I see a few people in the comments asking me what's my favorite research tool or what's the best research tool in general. Outlier Sportsbook, guys. I'm going to put the link to their site in the description. The first week is free with sign up. It's worth it, trust me. Also, guys, do not forget at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, you know how we do on the weekends. We're going to run through all these picks. I'm going to be using Outlier for all our picks here today. Let's get straight to it. The first game up, we got the Kansas City Royals in New York taking on the Yankees. The left-handed pitcher Noah Cameron on the mount for the Royals. Will Warren on the mount for the Yankees. The Yankees come into this game as the betting odd favorites. They won yesterday's game, a score of 4-2. In this game today, we got Noah Cameron here on the mount for the Royals. He started off the season looking very good. He had 2 good starts against the Guardians and the Twins. 5 innings pitched both of those games, 1 run allowed each. His last start, 5 innings pitched to the White Sox. He gave up 5 runs. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Yankees team that's been struggling versus left-handed pitching. When I do the player breakdown, there is a bunch of Yankees that do match up very well against his pitch mix. And especially Giancarlo Stanton. That was the main guy I was focusing in on here today for the Yankees. He comes into this one against left-handed pitching with a hard hit ball rate, 53%. When I go down and look at his spots, he has a lot of good. He matches up very well against Noah Cameron in this game today. On the other side, we got Will Warren on the mount for the Yankees. He's coming off a decent start, very good start, I should say, against the Angels. The bad thing, he only went into the 4th inning, had a high pitch count, gave up no runs. In this game today, he's going to be seeing a Kansas City Royals team that's only batting .223 versus right-handed pitching. In their last 6 games, this Royals team is batting .215 as a team. The only guy that I do worry about for him in this game today is Salvador Perez and Bobby Witt Jr. Here on the side, we get to take a look at the bullpens. This is another reason why I really like Outlier. You have the bullpens right there at your availability. The Yankees bullpen is in good shape. We see the arms that's going to be available for them here today. On the other side, we have the Royals bullpen is actually in good shape as well. They're going to have some decent arms available for them. On looking at the weather here, guys, it's going to be a 67-degree day, 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing out to left field. Let's get to the picks now. The Yankees come into this one as the betting odd favorites, and I like them here today on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I do like the under 8 total runs in this game. For the player prop, only one player prop. It's Giancarlo Stanton of the Yankees to hit a home run. Alright, next game up, we got the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Minnesota Twins. The left-handed pitcher Andrew Abbott's on the mount for the Reds. Taj Bradley on the mount for the Twins in this game. Looking at this spot here, guys, the Twins come into this winners of 7 of their last 10. On the other side, you got the Reds. They've split their last 10 games. Lost 5, won 5. Today, Andrew Abbott on the mount for the Reds. The left-handed pitcher got lit up in his last start against the Los Angeles Angels. 3 innings pitched, 7 runs allowed. Today he's going to be seeing a Minnesota Twins team that's batting .235 versus left-handed pitching. They've actually come down to earth in their last 2 starts versus lefties. Yesterday against Williamson, they only put up 1 run. A few days ago when they saw early the starting pitcher for the Red Sox, they only got 3 off of him. So they've come back down to earth here. Doing the individual player matchup and the breakdown for this game, There is a few Minnesota Twins that match up very well against Andrew Abbott. There is guys that have good past numbers against Andrew Abbott here on the Minnesota Twins. The main guy I'm focusing in on today is Byron Buxton. Matches up very well against him. On the other side, we got Taj Bradley making the start here for the Minnesota Twins. He's been off to a ridiculous start this season, probably the best start of his career. You see 4 innings pitched, 6, 5, all giving up less than 1 run in all of the games. He's been off to a dominant start. He's going to be seeing a Reds team here today that's batting just .203 versus right-handed pitching. When doing the individual player breakdown, there is one guy that I did focus in on that matched up very well against Todd Bradley. That is Suarez of the Reds, but I can see Taj Bradley coming out here today having success. Looking at the Minnesota Twins bullpen, they're rested. They got some guys that's going to be available here today. On the other side for the Reds, I actually don't like the spot their bullpens in the arms that's probably going to be available here today. So I don't like that spot for them. Coming down here, looking at the weather, this is another reason why I really like this website, guys. You get the weather and everything right here. 38 degrees, but you do have 18-mile-per-hour winds blowing out to left field, so you can see 1 or 2 home runs, but it's still going to be a chilly, cold day out there in Minnesota. Let's get to the picks in this one. The Minnesota Twins are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the over 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, 2 Twins were taken in this game. Give me Byron Buxton to hit a home run, Taj Bradley, the starting pitcher of the Twins, to go over his strikeouts line, over 6.5 Ks. Up next, guys, we got the New York Mets taking on the Chicago Cubs. Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Mets, James Talion on the mound for the Cubs. Guys, looking at the Mets here, losers of their last 9 in a row. On the other side, we got the Chicago Cubs. They've won 6 of their last 10. This Mets team has been terrible. On the other side, the Cubs have actually been playing a lot of games that's been going over the the total score of the last week. They've been hitting the ball much better recently. In this game here today, they're going to be seeing Freddie Peralta, who's coming off of probably his best start as a Met. 6 innings pitched, 1 run allowed, 6 strikeouts in that game. The big thing, the Mets still lost that game 1-0. You know how terrible this Mets team's been hitting wise. Today, looking at this matchup for Freddie Peralta, you know he used to be a Brewer, so he's seen this Cubs lineup many times in the past. There's a few guys that have gotten to him in the past before. When I was doing the player breakdown, there is a few guys that match up very well to Freddie Peralta in this game here today. That's Bregman, Bush, as well as Swanson. Those 3 guys really matched up well against them. The main guy that I honed in on and end up focusing on that I like this spot here today is Michael Bush. The left-handed batter hasn't hit a home run all year this year. This is a guy that hit 20 plus last season against right-handed pitching. He has a hard hit ball rate, 40%. He matches up very well against the fastball. Freddie Peralta's throwing it more than half of the time. So I really like Michael Bush in this game here today. On the other side, we got James Talion on the mount for the Cubs. He's coming off a terrible game against the Pirates. 6 innings pitched, 6 runs allowed. In this game today, he's going to be seeing a Mets lineup. There is a few guys in this Mets lineup that really match up well against them. That's Brent Beatty, Alvarez, and Simeon. I could see them getting to Talion in this game here today. Looking at this Cubs bullpen, the Cubs bullpen is in decent shape. There is a few guys that's probably going to come out that I could see letting up a run or 2. On the other side for the Mets, I could say it's pretty much the same thing. Decent shape. The few arms that have come in this game today will let up 1 or 2 runs. The biggest thing, once again, guys, today, 50-degree day in Chicago, 20-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond straight out to the outfield. This is another game today. I'm expecting to see some runs. Let's get to the picks. Like I said, guys, I'm expecting some runs in this game. The Cubs come into this one batting .255 on the year, .286 in their last 6 games played. They've been killing it of late. I see them getting a Freddie Peralta in this Mets bullpen. The Cubs are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and I really like the over 8.5 total runs in this game. For the player props, 2 Cubs were taken in this one. We're taking Bush of the Cubs to hit a home run, as well as Talion, the starting pitcher, to go over his strikeouts line, over 4.5 Ks. Alright, up next, guys, we got the Giants taking on the Nationals. Adrian Hauser on the mound for the Giants. Kate Cavalli on the mound for the Nats. Looking at this one, guys, Hauser's coming off a very bad start against that Baltimore Orioles team. He made it to the 4th inning, gave up 4 runs. He's a sinker ball pitcher. He's going to be seeing a Nationals lineup, I should say, that's batting .263 versus right-handed pitching. They match up very well against sinker ball pitchers. They've been killing the sinker ball pitchers they've seen this season. I can see the Nats getting a few runs off of Hauser. Looking at this Giants bullpen, they're in decent shape, but yesterday when they came out, they let up a bunch of runs. I can see the Nats getting some runs off of Hauser, getting some runs off of this Giants bullpen here today. On the other side, Kate Cavalli coming off his worst start of the season. He got knocked out in the 2nd inning by that Pirates team. Today, he's going to be seeing a Giants team he actually matches up very well against. I can see him coming out here today, maybe letting up 1 run, pitching 6 innings before he turns it over to this terrible Nationals bullpen. You see the ERAs here listed on the side. The big thing in this game, guys, possibly one of the best hitting weather games on the schedule today. 80-degree day, 12-mile-per-hour winds blowing straight from the diamond to the outfield. I expect a lot of runs in this game. The books are expecting it. They got the game line set at 10. Let's get to the picks in this one. The San Francisco Giants come into this game as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs in this one. Give me the Washington Nationals on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the over in this one. For the player prop, 2 Nationals. James Wood to have 2 total bases. Kate Cavalli, the starting pitcher of the Nats, to go over his strikeouts line, over 3.5 Ks. Alright, guys, up next, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Paul Skeens is on the mound for the Pirates. Drew Rasmussen on the mound for the Rays. Coming into this one, both of these teams have been playing good baseball of late. The ace Paul Skeens on the mound here for the Pirates. After that opening day blow-up versus the Mets, he's gotten back on track in his last 3 starts. 22 innings pitched, my bad. Only 3 runs allowed in those last 3 starts. He's looked back to his dominant form. Today, he's going to be seeing a Tampa Bay Rays lineup that he actually matches up very well against. I can see Paul Skeens coming out here today, having success. This Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen is actually in good shape. The arms that could be available today for them. I like this spot for the Pirates team, keeping this a low-scoring game against the Rays. On the other side, you got Drew Rasmussen. He's off to a dominant start this season. He's pitched 16 innings, only allowed 2 runs this season. He's seen teams like the Brewers and the Yankees. Last start against the Yankees, 6 shutout innings. Today, he's going to be seeing a Pittsburgh Pirates team that the Pirates team actually matches up very well against them. Drew Rasmussen doesn't have very good splits against left-handed bats. He's going to be seeing a few lefties in this lineup here today. On top of that, they match up very well against his pitch mix. I like this Pittsburgh Pirates team to put up some runs on this Rays team. The Rays bullpen is not in good shape here today. The arms that I think is going to be coming out. So I like the Pirates putting up runs late in this game. I like the Pirates putting up some runs late in this game. The big thing, guys, is going to be the weather. They're projecting rain throughout this whole game. So this is going to game. I don't know how long Paul Skeens stays out there, how long Rasmussen goes out there. If it's a game that comes down to the bullpens, the Pirates are in the better shape. Let's get to the picks in this one. The Pirates are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them here on the money line. The game total set at 7. I do like the under 7 total runs in this game. For the player prop, only 1 player prop. It's Brandon Lau of the Pirates to hit a home run. Alright, up next, guys, we got the White Sox in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. Eric Fedde on the mound for the White Sox. Luis Severino on the mound for the Athletics. Looking at Eric Fedde here, this is a guy who's coming off of probably one of his best starts of his career last week against the Royals. 5 innings pitched, only 1 run allowed. You see his numbers in his past. He's always at least going to give you 2.5 runs every game allowed. This White Sox bullpen comes into this game. They're rested, so they're actually much better off than they were yesterday. So I do expect this White Sox bullpen coming into this game very early here today. On the other side, on top of that, looking at this Athletics lineup, there's a bunch of guys that match up well against Fetty. He's a sinker ball pitcher. He throws it 34% of the time. He's going to be seeing an Athletics team that's been killing right-handed pitching. There's 5 lefties in this lineup. Yes, bad splits versus lefties. Guys that really match up well against them, Kurtz, Wilson, and Butler. They all could get to him in this game here today. On the other side, we got Luis Severino on the mound for the Athletics. He's coming off a bad start last week against the Texas Rangers. 6 innings pitched, 4 runs allowed. He's going to be seeing this White Sox team. Last year, he gave up 3 runs to them in 6 innings. When doing the individual player breakdown, I can see some runs getting off of him here today. But he does match up well against this overall White Sox team. There is a few guys I worry about for him, like Montgomery. But I could see him coming out here today having success. This Athletics bullpen's what really worries me for them. They're not in good shape in this game here today. I don't know what arms they will be using. On top of that, this game does have good hitting weather, 75 degrees, no real wind, but it's a small ballpark out there, expecting some runs. Let's get to the picks. Alright, up next, guys, we got the Detroit Tigers in Boston taking on the Red Sox. The left-handed pitcher, Tariq Skubal, on the mound for Detroit. The right-handed pitcher, Brian Bello, on the mound for the Red Sox. Looking at this game here, guys, Skubal coming off a good start, a good bounce-back start after getting roughed up by the Twins 2 weeks ago. He went 7 innings, only gave up 1 run to a good Miami Marlins team. He's going to be seeing a Boston Red Sox team that's actually been hitting left-handed pitching very well to start off the year. They're batting .240 versus lefties. But when doing this matchup here, guys, this Red Sox team does not match up well against Skubal at all. They've seen him in the past. Last year, the Red Sox did get to Skubal, but the guys that were on that Red Sox team that did the damage to him, he's not going to have to worry about them here today. On top of that, this Detroit Tigers bullpen comes into this game in very good shape. On the other side, we got Brian Bello on the mound for the Red Sox. He's coming off a good start last week against the Cardinals. He pitched 6 innings, went into the 7th, only gave up 2 runs. Today, he's going to be seeing a Detroit Tigers lineup. Brian Bello is he's a sinker ball pitcher. He's a good pitcher. But this Detroit Tigers lineup kills sinker ball pitchers. They've been killing right-handed pitching in the last week. I like the Tigers to get to Brian Bello here today. The Red Sox bullpen, they're also in very good shape coming into this one. I can see this being a low-scoring game. Let's get to the picks here. The Tigers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them here on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I like the under in this one. For the player props, 2 Detroit Tigers. Give me Kerry Carpenter to hit a home run. Tariq Skubal to go over his strikeouts line over 7.5 Ks. Up next, guys, we got the Texas Rangers in Seattle taking on the Mariners. Nathan Eovaldi on the mound for the Rangers. George Kirby on the mound for the Mariners in this game. Looking at this one here, guys, this was one of my more divisive games on the schedule. I could have gone either way here. Looking at Nathan Eovaldi, he started off this season getting rocked against the Phillies and the Orioles. 11 runs in those first 2 games he gave up. Looking at his last start, 7 scoreless innings against the Athletics in Sacramento in that hitter-friendly ballpark. Here today in Seattle, pitcher-friendly ballpark. He's going to be seeing a Mariners lineup that he has very good numbers against in the past. On the other side, when we look at George Kirby here on the mound, he's coming off a good start against the Houston Astros. Pitched into the 8th inning, only giving up 2 runs. He's another guy that has good numbers against this Texas Rangers team in the past. He matches up very well against them. This is a spot, guys, where it's going to come down to the 2 bullpens. Looking at the Texas Rangers bullpen, I'm leaning towards them as like having the advantage late in this game. Let's get to the picks in this one. The Seattle Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing the road dogs. Give me the Texas Rangers on the money line. The game total set at 7. I do like the under 7 total runs in this one. For the player prop, only one player prop. It's Eovaldi of the Rangers to go over his strikeouts line over 5.5 Ks. Up next, guys, we got the Atlanta Braves in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. 2 left-handed pitchers on the mound, 2 aces on the mound in this game. You got Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves, Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. Looking at this one, guys, here, like I said, very good pitching matchup. Chris Sale's looked good to start off the year. He's coming off a very good start against the Guardians. 6 innings pitched, 1 run allowed. He's going to be seeing a Phillies team that's been terrible versus left-handed pitching to start off the year. They're batting just .202 versus lefties. Yesterday against Martin Perez, they got no runs. The start before that against Imanaga, that was the other lefty they saw right before Perez. They got only 1 run off of him. They've been struggling versus left-handed pitching, this Phillies lineup. On the other side, for the Phillies starting today is Christopher Sanchez. He's looked dominant to start off this season once again. Today, he's going to be seeing a Braves team that's batting .275 on the year. They're batting .250 versus left-handed pitching. There is a few guys in this lineup that match up well to Christopher Sanchez, that have gotten to Sanchez in the past. So in this game today, if I do give one of the starting pitchers the advantage, I'm actually going Chris Sale. The big thing in this game, guys, and the most determining factor is going to be the bullpen, and it's going to be this Braves bullpen. They'll have a huge advantage late. The Braves bullpen is one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball. They come into it with a .235 ERA. Looking at the weather here, it's a decent hitting game. 63-degree day with 8-mile-per-hour winds blowing out to the outfield. Let's get to the picks in this one. Phillies are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing the road dogs. Give me the Atlanta Braves here on the money line. The game total set at 7. I do like the over 7 total runs in this game. For the player prop, only one player prop. It's Matt Olson of the Braves for 2 total bases. Up next, guys, we got the Dodgers in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Emmett Sheehan's on the mount for the Dodgers. Ryan Feltner on the mount for the Rockies in this one. Looking at Emmett Sheehan, his last 3 starts, he's gone over 3 runs allowed to all the 3 last. Fuck. Alright, guys, up next, we got the Dodgers in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Emmett Sheehan on the mount for the Dodgers. Ryan Feltner on the mount for the Rockies. Looking at Emmett Sheehan, his last 3 starts, he's allowed at least 3 runs in all 3 of them. Today, he's going to be seeing a Colorado Rockies team. I don't know what's happening with me. A Rockies team that actually matches up very well against him. He really only throws 2 pitches. That's his fastball and his slider. Every once in a while, he mixes in that change. The Dodgers bullpen, the arms that's going to be available today, I could see the Rockies actually getting a few runs off of them here today. As far as the hitting weather, it's nothing too serious. 56-degree day with 6-mile-per-hour winds blowing out to the outfield. Starting for the Rockies here today, Ryan Feltner, he's looked absolutely terrible to start off the year. His last 2 starts, 10 innings pitched, 10 runs allowed. Last year when he saw this Dodgers team, he gave up 5 runs to them in 2 innings pitched. This whole Dodgers team matches up very well against them. Ryan Feltner doesn't have good splits versus left-handed bats. He'll see at least 5 in this Dodgers lineup. The Rockies bullpen is actually in decent shape in this game here today, guys. Let's get to the picks. Look, we called the Dodger game perfectly yesterday. Today, I don't know why I see this game going like this, the way I see it going. The Dodgers are the betting odd favorites, guys, and we're playing the home dogs here. Probably my biggest underdog pick of the season. We're taking the Rockies in this one to win on the money line. The game total set at 11. I like the over 11 total runs in this game here today. For the player props, I'm taking 2 Rockies. Give me Moniak to hit a home run for the Rockies, as well as the Rockies starting pitcher Feltner to go over his strikeouts line, over 3.5 Ks. Alright, guys, final game of the day we'll be reviewing here today. We got the San Diego Padres and Los Angeles taking on the Angels. Marquez on the mount for the Padres. Kikuchi on the mount for the Angels in this game, guys. We got 2 batting practice pitchers on the mount here. 2 guys that can let up a bunch of runs. Looking at Marquez, his last 2 starts, 10 innings pitched, 9 runs allowed. On the other side, you got Kikuchi, his last 2 starts, 8 innings pitched, 11 runs allowed. These are 2 guys that can let up a bunch of runs to start up in this game here today. You got 2 lineups that match up very well against these starting pitchers. 2 lineups that have actually hit these starting pitchers up in the past. The big thing is going to be these bullpens, guys. We know how bad this Angels bullpen is. The Padres bullpen is the clear advantage, so I'm expecting a bunch of runs coming off both of these starting pitchers early. It'll go late where the Padres have a huge advantage in this game here today. Let's get to the picks. This game, when we're looking at the odds here, is a pick'em spot. There's a 20 cents difference favoring the Angels. So technically, we are playing the road dogs here. Give me the San Diego Padres on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the over in this one. For the player prop, only one player prop. It's Manny Machado of the Padres to hit a home run. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today. Our ladder play did not hit yesterday. I am so tight about that. We should be playing our ladder play still right now, but we're restarting with a $10 bet here today, guys, on the Atlanta Braves on the money line. Next up, we have a 3-leg home run parlay we'll be playing here today. $10 bet on Giancarlo Stanton of the Yankees, Michael Busch of the Chicago Cubs, and Kerry Carpenter of the Detroit Tigers. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. After that, guys, we have a 4-leg parlay we'll be playing here today. We're going to start it off with that Mets-Cubs game total to go over 8.5 total runs. We're then going to play Nathan Eovaldi, the starting pitcher of the Rangers, to go over his strikeouts line, over 5.5 Ks. We wrap up this parlay with the Padres-Angels game total to go over 9.5 total runs, as well as Manny Machado to have 2 total bases in that game. And the final bet we'll be placing here today, guys, is a 3-leg parlay where we start off with the Nationals on the money line, the Pirates on the money line, and that Detroit Tigers-Boston Red Sox game total to go under 7.5 total runs. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's the weekend. I hope you guys enjoy your day here today. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. I hope we all can win some money here today. And I'm going to catch you on the next one.